April 23rd, Tesla earnings are coming. What are we going to see on the Tesla price chart? That's what we're going to be talking about today. And we're also going to be diving into the Tesla Astrology. I literally take the start date of the Tesla stock and I generate a birth chart. And so far, we have been pretty accurate here. Been getting some very positive comments from commenters in the comments below. And I'm helping out investors here for free on this channel. So if you like more of these videos, definitely subscribe, as I'm giving you an edge on the markets with Tesla as well as the crypto markets. So what are we seeing here with Tesla? If we look at the weekly, we are dumping below a previous level of support. And we're dumping below this trend line. So we're definitely seeing some weakness here on this Tesla chart. Let's zoom out. I like to, when in doubt, zoom out. And I definitely like to use the Fibonacci's. So we could take a Fibonacci. Yeah, so we're definitely quite below the 50% level there. So, you know, typically if we're below the macro 50% level in this area, you know, that's weakness. And then once we get above that level, let me get a arrow here. So, you know, this green line is the 50% level right here. And once we get above that, then we're in a more bullish pattern, but we have gone below it and we keep going down. So we are seeing some weakness in the Tesla chart clearly. Now, I like to take a look at what happened previously. Let's learn about this chart in specific. And let's see what has happened, if we can see any similar patterns historically. And one thing I found is that we have had this wedge formation before. And what happened with Tesla is we did see, you know, we did kind of hold this level for a while, but then we got this wick down here that was quickly bought back up. And then we were going into this wedge formation. See this triangle here. We hit the top of it there. We hit the bottom. We broke through, and there was about 1 to 3 weeks below that trend line before we quickly started heading back up. All right, so keep that in mind. I also took a trend line from the lows there, down there at the bottom, and we can see how the chart reacted. So once again, we headed back up here. And we bounced off of this trend line. We headed back up, but then one last time we broke through it, and about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks we were below it. Okay, that's interesting. So that was 7 weeks before we quickly started heading up. So, I mean, historically, it's pretty good buy opportunities in those areas, you know? And when it breaks below that wedge pattern, we had 3 weeks to, you know, I would buy there. And then in this case, I would have, you know, 7 weeks to buy there. Now, I have to say, this is not financial or investment advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm sharing what I would do in these situations, what I would do with my own money. But you need to make your own decisions and invest at your own risk. Okay, so let's move forward here. Let's compare this to what we've seen, what we're seeing more now. And we have broken below this, you know, this wedge pattern here. So we could, there's a possibility we could stay down here for 3 to 7 weeks. All right, we could stay in these levels, you know, maybe come down here before we start heading back up in that direction. That's what I'm thinking. And let's also take a look at the astrology to confirm how long this might take. Will this take, you know, a few weeks to there, or will we be down here for closer to something like 7 weeks? All right, so we're looking at this technical analysis here. We are getting the earnings report in a few days, and you know, typically with the earnings report we see a dump. And we're already seeing that dump, so we're dumping into that earnings report. And there's a possibility we could dump a little bit further. That's for sure. We could definitely see that. And let me zoom out a little bit here. If we do a 50%, I'm not sure if this will be helpful, but just want to double check. If we do a 50% all the way to the bottom, I guess that's way down here. Okay, we're still below the 50%. So, yeah, you know, I think we need to correct down here first before we head back up. So Tesla is definitely in a weak position now. You know, I personally, I would just be thinking about buying. So I'm definitely probably going to put a buy order down here. Maybe even around 130. I'll talk more about that. But let's take a look at the Tesla astrology. I think this is one of the only channels maybe in the world that actually looks at the astrology for the Tesla chart here. All right, so click the like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I'm giving you an edge on the Tesla markets for free. Most other financial astrologers would charge for this type of information, so it can help your life. Okay. So let's take a look for the next 6 months. And yeah, we are seeing this very negative transit here hitting on the 19th. So it's hitting right now. So I'm not surprised we're getting a big dump with the Tesla chart. Not surprised at all. That lines up perfectly with what we're seeing with this astrology. Now, what's happening next? When could we begin to start coming out of the woods here? We do get a bit more positive astrology. You know, there is another negative by May 19th. However, at the same day, there's also a positive as well. So those might cancel out. And then the end of May, May 28th, we get a positive transit. Heading into June, we get more positive transits. On June 5th, we get a positive transit. That's kind of ignorable, that one. And then heading into August 4th, we get a very strong transit. So Tesla could definitely be coming out of the woods this summer. Yeah, we keep getting positive transits heading into August. So it looks like the positive transits definitely start in the summer. Yeah, potentially towards the end of May. Yep, is when we start getting much more positive. So we could be coming out of the woods around that time, and that takes us, how far does that take? Oh, let's go to the weekly. This is the monthly. So if we go to the weekly, we take us out to the end of May. You know, it could be about 6 weeks. I would say 3 to 6 weeks. So if I'm thinking about buying this, I'd be thinking about dollar cost averaging over the next 6 weeks or so. And we could be heading down a little bit lower. For some reason, the $130 area looks good to me. I might zoom out a bit and see if there's any, the next level of support is 102. But if we look at the monthly closes, the monthly close right here was 117. So could we head down to 117 again? It's possible we could get a wick down there. It's definitely possible. But yeah, I'm thinking, investing in this maybe 135 level. That just seems like a kind of a clean number for me. But below what you are thinking when we're getting the next earnings report for Tesla. At this time tomorrow, we are also getting the major Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. And this is the planet Jupiter is aligning exactly with the planet Uranus from the point of view from the Earth. And this energy that comes from this astrologically represents shocking surprises in our lives, big changes, trailblazing. Yeah, it's a major new 13-year cycle that we're starting. So embarking on a new project, maybe even a business venture, reorganizing your investments and finances, investing in technology, like we're talking about today, as Uranus represents technology, and we're talking about Tesla stock, which is obviously a technology company. And there's a lot more AI coming in with Tesla here. And we do have until April 25th, Mercury retrograde. So that'll actually potentially be bullish for the macro markets when Mercury goes direct on April 25th. But Mercury does not come out of shadow until May 13th. So just like I was saying, we could have a few more weeks here where we're not completely out of the woods. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if y'all have any questions. I'm going to check the comments. Okay, we have one comment. Thank you for your streams. You provide so much insight into the markets from the astro and technological perspective. Can we continue DCAing into alts till May boom or wait for the post-halving dump? Okay, so this is a question about crypto. For those who are new here, I also cover a lot about Bitcoin and crypto on this channel. I look at the astrology, I look at the technical analysis, and as you can see with our commenters, they're getting a lot of value here for free. So definitely subscribe if you want to see more epic content that's extremely high value like this. So in terms of crypto, yeah, it could be good to continue DCAing. I can't give any financial advice, but I am actually all in right now on crypto. I'm all in, and I have my stop losses. We could have another dump around by April 23rd, but after around April 23rd, April 25th, we could just be stair-stepping upwards again. So that's what I'm thinking. So I personally, I'm all in. That's what I'm doing. All right, so hope that helps. All right, thanks for tuning in today. We talked about the Tesla chart, thinking we could be heading down for another few weeks, 3 to 6 weeks. I'm going to buy some more. I'm going to nibble some more here. All right, this could be a very good buy. That's what I'm thinking. But I can't give financial advice. You got to make your own decisions, okay? All right, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Share this with a friend, family member, someone who could benefit, another Tesla investor. Share it with them so that they can get these amazing insights here. And stay tuned, guys. I'll be coming out with a lot more Bitcoin astrology, Ethereum astrology, altcoins, more Tesla astrology videos with technical analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.